All rise. Support court with Judge Vunda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1059, Ricardo case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right. Ms. Ricardo,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes. Well, I brought my husband, Benny, for child support.
We're not
we have
actually.
4 kids.
We're separated, Your Honor.
We are still married, though. We have 4 kids, and he is zero responsible, and I need help.
I don't know what you talk about being zero
Excuse me,
responsible.
sir.
She's accusing me of stuff that is not true. I'm very responsible.
She
Your
hasn't
Honor.
said more than 3 words,
Exactly.
though. You haven't even given her a chance to speak.
Whatever.
Excuse me, are you referring to me saying whatever, or are you referring to her?
No, Your Honor. I'm not. I was kind of just. That's one of my catchphrases. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, you might want to catch that mouth and keep it to yourself because, you know, there's no need to be disrespectful to me. I haven't done anything. It's my job to listen to what you all are saying and then make the best decision
I got
Your
it.
Honor,
for the
this is
children.
the type of attitude I have to deal with. Every time I try to call him, every time I try asking for help, every time I try to ask him, hey, you know, at least call your kids, try to see, you know, if they're okay.
And how many kids do you all have?
4.
Four
We have
kids.
4 kids. We have 2 girls and 2 boys. It's
Miss Ricardo lays everything on the table. 4 kids, a failing marriage, and absolutely no help from Benny, her soon-to-be ex. She accuses him of being absent and irresponsible, but Benny quickly interrupts, denying everything and even throwing shade at her parenting. Judge Von Yabe steps in firmly, shutting down his dismissive attitude and reminding him who's in charge. As tensions rise, Benny drops a bombshell. He doubts the paternity of their youngest child and suggests the family drummer might have been beating more than drums. The judge, already sipping on the drama, watches the chaos unfold like hot tea.
I don't
It's
even know if one
ridiculous.
of them is mine, Your Honor. I don't even know if one of them is mine. One of them, the last one, that's the one, that's the straw that broke the camel's back, that last one. Because my drummer might have something to do with that. He was beating more than just drums.
Wow. I'm running out of tea up here. Ma'am,
no.
continue with your story.
So he is, like I said, zero responsible. And we have been together for 15 years. He has been bringing people in and out of the house all the time, all these musicians, people he works with. I'm a teacher.
What does he do for a living?
He's a R&B singer.
Oh, okay.
He has a group.
Okay.
He started making it big, making all this money, and then he decides he wants to leave me. And then I start receiving calls from all these girls, you know, saying, hey, you know, I'm with him or whatever. I'm with Benny, you know, I don't care if he's your husband or whatever. And I'm thinking, what's going on? You know, because I didn't know about all these girls before that. And I asked him about it.
That's how we met, Jackie.
That's how
we met because you was a groupie.
I always ask you about it, and you always deny everything. But you know what? You are not responsible with your kids. I don't care if you're doing all these girls, okay? I need your help, money-wise. That's the type of attitude I have to deal with. He ignores everything I say. And my last kid is our kid, okay? I don't know. He just made up a whole story about a drummer.
That kid don't even look like me, Your Honor. He don't even...
Miss Ricardo explains that she's a teacher, while Benny has been chasing fame as an R&B singer ever since he made it big. She reveals that women have been calling and leaving messages with him. While she stayed quiet for years, she's finally speaking out, not about his infidelity, but about his financial neglect. Benny cuts her off once again with sarcasm, claiming that everything she's saying is a lie. The judge struggles to keep things on track, but Benny's constant interruptions and antics make it clear. This case isn't just about support. It's about respect, trust, and years of dysfunction finally boiling over.
He don't even look like me. Yeah, he dark like me, but he don't got my eyes. Look into my eyes, Your Honor. If you was to see my kid, you wouldn't think that these eyes was his eyes. Because it ain't my kid.
He's
Jackie.
he's light-skinned, but you know, he has some Latin in him too.
I couldn't tell by the eyes.
Well, you know, I can't help that, yo.
So that is the reason I'm bringing him to court today. I need help with my 4 kids.
Okay. It sounds like you all need a lot more help than just with me here today. Benny, was it?
Yes, it's Benny, Your Honor.
Benny, it's your turn. You know, tell
Well,
me what
look.
your side is.
She wants all this money from me, and the truth of the matter is, Your Honor, it sounds like a lot of money, but I got other kids to take care of too. You know,
All
she
right.
ain't the only one. She knew I had kids before we got married.
No, I didn't.
Now let's talk about.
Now you calling me a liar?
Yeah, you are a liar.
I ain't a liar. You
yes,
a liar.
you are. You never
a
told me
bold-faced
that.
liar. She a bold-faced
No,
liar,
you
Your
never
Honor.
told me this. After our second child,
What is
then
a
you started
bold-faced
coming.
liar exactly?
Just look at her face and look how bold she is with what's coming out her mouth.
Oh, okay. Well,
Benny's defense unravels quickly. He starts by saying one of the kids doesn't look like him, going off on some tangent about being light-skinned with Latin roots, even comparing his eyes to his kids. He then shifts the blame to medicinal stuff for his eyesight and admits he's lost count of how many kids he has, maybe as many as 16. The courtroom's air gets thicker with every word, and his credibility starts to evaporate. Miss Ricardo, stunned, realizes she's been married to a man who's built his entire life on stage lights and lies.
Benny, we're going to focus on the facts, okay? We are not going to name call or anything like that. That does not help the situation. Now, my question to you is, how much money are you making?
My net worth is only $500K.
Only?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I got some investments that the money's tied up in, and I can't get it out right now. And taking care of these other 2 for sure that I know is mine. It's hard out there. It's hard out there for an entertainer.
So you all have 4 kids together and you have 2 other
I have
children?
2 other children, Your
All
Honor.
right. How are those the only 2 children that, so you have a total of 6 kids?
I lost
More.
count. So, but you know,
And
yeah,
I never
know
knew
for 2
about
for
all
sure.
this.
Wait a minute. You lost count of the number of children that you have?
You know, it was.
And you all
in my
been
younger-
married 15 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, when I was younger, it was some stuff that you know,
And
I'm
I
an
never
entertainer,
knew about
you know.
it, Your Honor. He never told me any of this.
So I was on some of that medicinal stuff that was for my eyesight, because I asked you to look in my eyes and you could see that some of the stuff. But anyway, the medicinal stuff that I was
I wasn't
using,
sure what I saw,
It did
actually.
something. It did something, and I kind of lost count. But I know for 2 for sure
Okay. So
that I'm taking care of.
Two? Oh my God. You are unbelievable.
The judge presses Benny about his finances. He claims he has a net worth of $500,000, but insists that his money is tied up and unavailable. Benny admits to having 2 other kids and asks for a paternity test. The judge shoots him down, explaining, whether married or not, a child born during marriage is legally presumed to be his unless legally challenged, which he never did. Benny's attempt to dodge responsibility crumbles under Texas law. This moment becomes a lesson in reality checks, with the judge reminding Benny that no amount of singing will get him out of his parental obligations.
So, this is what we're going to do. Health insurance. Who pays it?
Me.
You don't pay health insurance making $500,000?
I told you, Your Honor, my money is wrapped up in things, and I'm trying to make more money for all of us,
Excuses.
even the
So-
one that ain't mine.
Health insurance isn't important to you for your children?
It's important, but isn't it best for a man to plan for the whole future of his children? And that's what I'm trying to do.
I mean,
I'm just
I agree with that.
I'm just a
Health
simple man.
they need to be healthy though.
Yeah, well, she got health insurance for the kids.
I'm a
Didn't I help
teacher.
you get the braces and all that?
No.
Because kid running around whistling up whenever he talk.
First visit, he helped only. After that, it was
Wow.
all me.
Wow.
Well, the kid don't whistle no more when he talks. Embarrassing me on stage, coming up talking
Miss
about he want to be a
Ricardo.
rapper. He whistling while he talking, while he rapping. What kind of rapper is that whistle when they rap?
A
A
whistle
whistling
rapper?
rapper. Yeah, he wanted to be a.
Sound like a good career to me.
No, that wasn't gonna fly.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you were a parent and placed braces on your child's teeth.
I sure did.
Okay. Miss Ricardo, how much is health insurance a month?
I pay around $950
$950. Okay. And
for
it's
5 of us.
5. Okay. That was my next question. All right.
Now health insurance enters the conversation. Miss Ricardo shares that she pays $950 a month to cover 5 people. The judge quickly calculates that Benny owes $380 for half of the 4 kids' insurance. Benny complains that this isn't fair, and Miss Ricardo scoffs, saying she needs way more. The judge warns them both to quiet down or face contempt, but Benny can't resist cracking jokes about his kid whistling through his braces like it's a comedy show. His failure to take the matter seriously backfires when the judge calmly reminds him that the court isn't a stage. It's about the kids, not his punchlines.
All right, I have that. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to start some child support.
I ain't
Okay?
got no money, Your Honor. It's wrapped up.
You just said I make $500,000, and if my memory serves me correctly, you said it like it was just a little bit of money.
It is.
Well, you know, you're gonna pay your kids a little bit of this money too, okay?
If you hadn't been sleeping around so much.
Well, ma'am, we are not going to entertain
It's about time you
what
told
he
her.
did. You know, that's a lot I could have said to you too, especially when you had me look into your eyes. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be looking at. But the point of it is, you all are here today. She has a legitimate reason to be here. You should be paying some child support to her. Now, ma'am, I don't know how much money you thought you were going to be looking at, but you understand you're not entitled to all $500,000, right?
I mean, we have 4 kids together.
I mean, you understand that the law doesn't allow him to pay you child support based on $500,000, right?
How much is it,
So
Judge?
how much is it?
How much is it?
His salary is capped. He actually is based under Texas law.
As Benny continues to dodge financial responsibility, the judge lays down the cold, hard facts. Benny's $500,000 income won't be fully considered. Texas caps child support calculations at $9,200 a month in net resources. Benny argues that it's unfair, but the judge explains that if there were no cap, he would have to pay based on $41,000 a month. Miss Ricardo's expectations come crashing down as state law takes over. She hoped for a larger payout, but the legal ceiling means she'll be getting less than she anticipated. It's a hard moment of courtroom reality.
His net resources are capped at $9,220 a month.
$9,000. $9,000.
$9,200, yes.
That ain't even fair.
Do you must not really understand
Yeah,
what
he's
I'm
not
saying.
understanding.
$500,000, right?
What's your cap?
That will make your monthly $41,000. That's how much you make. Because according to the law, can't make you pay child support based on $41,000 a month. That would make your child support ridiculously expensive. So it caps at $9,200, which means your child support will be extremely low. You understand that?
That ain't low.
You don't want to pay child support at all.
No, that's not
You
true,
just
Your
want to
Honor.
waste my time and sit up and
He doesn't
have
want
all
responsibility.
$500,000 coming to you and not going to your kids. That is not going to happen.
Can we get a paternity test? Can this be?
Oh my
I need a
God.
paternity test for that. I asked him if I prove that ain't my child. If I brought the drummer in and you looked at that drummer
He's making
face
no
to face,
Listen, you can do whatever it is that you want to do at a later date. You did not petition this court to ask for a DNA test. So no, we are not doing a DNA test. You all are married. A child born of the
separated.
marriage, even if you're separated, a child born of the marriage is considered to be that of the spouse. You all are married. You have 4 kids since you've been married. Guess what? You're the father. Now, based on that $9,200 cap and giving him credit for the other children that he has, that brings his net to, like I said, the $9,200.
The final calculation is revealed. $2,796 a month in child support and $380 a month for insurance reimbursement. Benny cracks another joke, asking if having more kids would lower his payments. The judge sees right through the sarcasm, recognizing that Benny is already thinking of ways to dodge future payments. Miss Ricardo, furious, insists he could afford more, but the judge stands firm. The courtroom erupts into chaos again as both parties talk over each other until Judge Vanyabi shuts it all down. Silence, or you'll face contempt. This is not a stage for drama. It's the courtroom.
Health insurance would be $380 half, so it's for 4 kids. 4 kids. You said it's health insurance for 5 people, right?
Yes.
So it's $190 per child. That's $760. You all split that. So it's $380 that he needs to reimburse you monthly for that.
That's it, Your Honor?
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's
I need more
it.
help than
So his
that.
child support would
And
be...
I need more, because you know you can afford more than that.
No, I
If
can't.
you were a good dad, you would give me
Excuse
more.
me. I'm
See
giving my
that?
ruling. Let me finish
You need
my
to put her in
ruling.
contempt of court, Your Honor.
I'm about to put both of you in contempt. How about that? Now, child support is set at $2,796 a month. That's all you get.
Let me understand this.
I know.
If I have more
Always
kids,
get it your way.
if I get more kids, she get less money? Because I think I remember about 4 or 5
Because
other
I think
ones
that's what you want to
that
do.
It's coming back to me now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
my
think I got
next
about
case
7.
is getting ready to come in here and talk to me now. So I'm actually done with this case. Is there
Oh.
anything further?
No.
No, I think I just got
This is
railroaded.
ridiculous. I need more
What's
money
so
than that.
ridiculous about it?
Because he has a lot of money that he can help me more with. I mean, $300? Really? For 4 kids?
For health insurance, yes.
That's not right.
This is the law.
That's not right.
I should have just kept her. They said it's cheaper to keep her.
Well, you know what? It's cheaper to go
But if
ahead
you
and
were a
exit my
different person,
courtroom.
then you would just
so
help
if there's
me
nothing
because-
further, you all are dismissed.
Come
my
on.
God.
Can we put...
Judge Vanyabi closes with a powerful recap, explaining the rationale behind the ruling. Child support during marriage is legally required. There are caps for a reason, and paternity is presumed unless legally disproven. Benny tried to play the victim, joke about paternity, and deny his responsibilities, but the law stepped in as an undeniable truth. Miss Ricardo may have walked in hoping for more, but she left with a judgment that sticks. As for Benny, he got a front row seat to what real accountability looks like.